1 million views, almost 1.1 million views. So I'm normally known as the real estate guy on YouTube. I help people get into real estate and make money in real estate with usually no money down. But there's something that I haven't really been telling any of my followers or my viewers or my subscribers on most of my platforms on social media, and that is the fact of I started getting into YouTube, and within my first month I was able to make $6,000. Actually a little bit over that. I can't give you guys the exact number, and I'll give you a reason why. But then on top of that, I'm actually pretty pissed that I only made $6,000 within the first month. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's quite the accomplishment. But the thing is I should have actually made between like $40,000 and $50,000 within the first month of making this channel. And I'll show you guys everything inside. I'll go into the back end of my channel and I'll show you why I should have made more money and kind of how I was able to make $6,000. And then on top of that, I'm just going to answer a couple questions blatantly up front before I show you everything. So first of all, this is viral content. I'm not going to give you guys the channel. It's not that I'm doing like Creative Commons BS or like re-uploading people's videos. I'm making these videos entirely myself, but with this, it's easily replicable. So it's not that I don't want people re-uploading, it's just I don't want more competition inside the niche. It's actually, this niche has become very saturated with like the last few weeks. It's insane how many other channels I've seen pop up in it, and it's just not the same as it used to. But even with that, like I still have a lot of plans inside of this niche and kind of growing out inside of there and trying to become one of the biggest channels inside of the niche. And surprisingly, like I'll show you guys the numbers, and it's kind of surprising. I'm not the biggest channel. I'm probably the biggest, newest channel inside the niche within like the last month that I've created the channel. So on top of that, like I'm not giving you guys the channel, I'm not giving you guys the niche, I'm not giving you all that, but I will show you everything that's going on as far as like number standpoint inside of there. On top of that, this channel was getting about it was like a $5 CPM, but something that I learned about YouTube, once you start putting out viral content, only about 66%, like 2/3 of the views that you get when the channel's kind of really blown up, it is actually monetized. And the reason being is because once you start getting worldwide views, like viewerships from all around the world, not just like the US, which usually, like this channel for example, most of the views come from the US. Most of these other countries, it actually doesn't show ads in their countries because YouTube doesn't have a relationship with these countries of showing ads. So with that, you don't make as much. So like a $5 CPM, like some of these big channels, I learned you got to kind of remove some of the numbers from it and everything like that. So then you can kind of come up with a more accurate number. It's not just a simple 5 times however many views the channel's gotten. And then on top of that, it like literally blew up. Like I wasn't expecting any of these results whatsoever. I was just doing this to do like a 30-day sprint, just to try it out. 30 days, every day I'd upload a video, and it ended up just like going insane. I was not expecting this whatsoever, and all of this is really cool. And I know I said I'm pissed I only made $6,000 and I should have made $50,000, but I'm actually pretty grateful for the situation as well. It's given me a lot more opportunities, at least for the future to come, on what I'm going to do. And then on top of that, I'm brand new to all of this. Like I've been doing YouTube for over a year, but I've never done like purposely viral content to get millions of views per video. Like this channel, like I try it here and there, but it's not like my main purpose. Like it's not that big of a deal that for me that this channel just all of a sudden blows up. I've just been uploading videos consistently. So with this, I'm pretty brand new to it. I'm not going to be able to answer too many questions, like finding new niches and stuff like that. I would say I got a little bit lucky with this, but at the same time, I've been learning how to use Photoshop and video editing and being able to make videos for a decent amount of time. So I did have these skills already. So it did involve me already having a little bit of skills. And then I kind of already learned how to get really high click-through rates and then get the watch time decent and just run with the analytics and be able to get to this point. So with all that said out there, with all that in mind for you guys, here is the channel that I got for you guys. So I'll show you from the day one. This was like a completely brand new channel. No views, no videos, not a single subscriber. And actually, I think I was my own first subscriber. I think I had like 2 random accounts on YouTube. So I subscribed to myself, and that's really all I had. So after uploading for about like 10 days, so we started March 18th of 2019, so about a month and a half ago now. So I was just consistently uploading videos. I would upload like 1 video a day. Like it was like slowly growing. It was like 37, 45, 55, and then all of a sudden, just one day, it just, like, I saw 1,000 views. I went from literally 65 views in one day, and this is, mind you, this is like consistently uploading every single day, and then I started to do it twice a day once I started to blow up a little bit more. But I got to, like, all of a sudden, like from March 27th to March 28th, it just jumped all of a sudden to 1,000 views in a day, and it was insane. I've never seen anything like that before, at least me personally. Maybe I've seen other people do that, but it literally went from 65 views to 1,000. 102 views in one day. And then the next day, like I was so, like, I'd wake up at like 5 a.m. to look at these analytics because it was just freaking me out how crazy it was. Like I was, like, my heart was racing. It was crazy. So then the next day I ended up with 3,000 views. So it like literally tripled. And what's cool is when you see the analytics, you can see the live view, and I can just see it like which keeps shooting up. And then the next day, 27,000 views. And then 104,000 views in a day. It was insane. It was like multiplying, but it was going like 5x, increasing, like complete exponential, blowing up the channel. And then it went from 27,000 to 104,000, and then to 444,000 the next day. And then at that point, I was like, oh my gosh. So with this as well, like, I'll show you guys more of the numbers, but my main goal with this, like starting out, I was like, if I can get 100,000 views a day, then I would be making about $10,000 a month. And that's, I think I did that math with like a $4 CPM. So CPM, if you guys don't know, stands for cost per mil, which is basically how much you get paid per 1,000 views on your channel. And that's how you get paid by YouTube, by running ads on the channel. So once I get to about 100,000 views, I would be okay. Like that would be cool with me, because that would be $10,000 a month, and I'd have this nice little side income coming in. And so on top of that, like, it blew my mind. It was insane. Like, I hit 100,000 views on the 13th day. I hit 100,000 views, and that was insane to me, because that was my goal. That was my goal, to hit 100,000 views, and actually it just like shot through the roof. And then the next day, 400,000 views, and then the next day, 1 million views, almost 1.1 million views. 1 million views on the 15th day or something like that was insane. And I thought it would just kind of start to level out from there, but no, it ended up shooting up to like 1.4 million views in a day, and then it dropped off a little bit, like 1 million, whatnot. And I'll explain why in a second, and then kind of where it's at today and everything. But mind you, with this, I wasn't able to make money on this channel until it was like the 6th. And the reason why I can't show you the exact date is because I got monetized, and then 5 days later, the channel got demonetized. So basically, like, someone at YouTube saw this channel, and they didn't like the style of content, and I'm not going to tell you guys exactly why, because that would kind of reveal the channel. And it's a very stupid reason. It's like really out of my control. It was the threat of mass-produced content when it's not really mass-produced content. I could see a way that someone could create this into mass-produced content, but it's basically people that are, like, YouTube's afraid of people that are content farming and basically going, like, a lot of slime channels, for example. I'm not in that niche, but slime channels, they're actually, a lot of those channels are getting shut down because of content farming. And, like, that's not what I'm doing, but that's kind of like what I've been categorized as. It's kind of like in that same sort of scenario, even though, like, my niche has nothing to do with slime channels. And so basically I got demonetized pretty quickly, so I can't, like, I don't even have a tab on the side for revenue anymore. It started, like, it would show me how much I made, and then the day I got demonetized, the tab went away. Luckily, I still get to keep that money, so it's a little bit problematic. And YouTube usually, like, so for the month of April, I won't get paid until the end of the month of May. So it usually takes like a 30 days after the month so they can kind of process everything and then get everything sent out and all of that. Kind of just reviewing the numbers and making sure that the money getting sent out is legit and they're able to actually send it out and everything. So I got monetized. It was like April 6th was the day. It was like April 6th or April 7th. I can't remember. And I made like $700 that day, which was insane to me. I got monetized at the end of the day. So there was like 8 hours. It was like 4 p.m. I got an email saying, hey, you've been approved for the YouTube partner program, which basically means that you're monetized. You can make money. You run ads on your channel. So I got monetized, and then so then I made $700. And then the next day, which actually I'll throw up a screenshot because I do have a screenshot with all of this. I did remember to do that because it was so crazy to me. So the next day it was like I'll just show you. You guys can see the numbers and everything. And then it got to the point where it made about like $1,700 in one day, which was cool. And then it was starting to shoot up. This day, 4-10, was the day that I got demonetized. And that day, I think I only made like $700 because it got demonetized at the beginning of the day. Did not get the entire day's worth of views monetized, and that would have been an easy $2,000 to $2,500 in a day. And I'll show you guys the numbers in a second on how that would equal out to that number. So, and then it went to, and then the next day I got $750,000 or 750,000 views. Wasn't monetized. 885,000 views, wasn't monetized. 858, and then so on and so forth. And so the last few days, like at this point in time where I was like getting all these views and everything, I was usually uploading like 2 times to 3 times a day because I wanted to be able to make more money, and that really fueled up the channel. And then I started to get a little bit lazy once the channel started to, like, obviously I knew I wasn't making any money, and it's actually near impossible for me to remonetize this channel now unless I change one thing up, which I'm afraid to do because I don't want to screw up the audience retention and everything like that. So it's actually like a pretty simple fix, but I'm kind of putting it off. I ended up starting a new channel and pushing all the traffic over there. Once that channel gets to the point that this one's about at, then I'll switch this one up and then have 2 channels that are monetized. But anyways, with all this, first of all, a couple questions that I realize you guys are probably gonna have, or I'm probably gonna get a few people that are haters inside of here that are saying this isn't legit. Here, I'll refresh the page for you guys. So I just refreshed the page, having to block up a lot of the stuff, and here we go. We're back at the same thing. Like, we have 14.842 million views in the span of the lifetime of this channel, which is May 18th to today, well, 2 days ago, April 29th. So where am I coming across that number of $40,000? So let me open up the calculator, which you guys can do the numbers with me as well. So if we do 14,842,458. So 14 million views, 842,458 views. And then what you're gonna do is you divide that by 1,000. And then, because that's the CPM amount of views, you get like cost per 1,000 views, how much you get paid per 1,000. So you gotta divide it by 1,000, and then multiply that by, like I told you guys, 0.66 is what it came out to. Like, we'll be conservative, 0.60. So we're gonna divide it by 60%. So as of right now, we're at like 8,905. And then what we're gonna do is you multiply that by 5. It was like a little bit over 5. It was like 525 or something like that. So, moral of the story, where this channel is at, from March 18th to April 29th, I should have made $44,527. And then with the screenshot I'm gonna show you right now, I only made about $6,700. So as you can see, I'm a little bit pissed about this, but that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm fixing the solution, this problem. I should have now 2 channels monetized because I'm able to get this all over to a new channel, make sure that one can't get demonetized, and then this one I'll get it set up so it can get remonetized by switching up the content a little bit. So at the end of the day, that's how I made a little bit over $6,000 on YouTube, and this is the first time I've ever tried doing viral content. I don't know how easy it is to replicate. I haven't really tried it. This is the first channel that I've ever made. to try to do that. So don't ask me too many questions. I don't have all the answers right now. Anyways, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I really was debating on whether or not I should make this one. I know it's kind of a little bit all over the place, but it's kind of an interesting story to explain. But this is what's been going on in my life recently, in Devin Knup's life. But anyways, as far as like future of the channel, I don't know if I'll make more videos like this. I just wanted to show you guys something cool. And then if you want to see what I end up uploading in the future, make sure you join the fam, join the gang by subscribing to the channel down below. And then on top of that, smash a like. But that's what I got for you guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. See you all tomorrow. Peace.